ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this. These are only a few WWE Payback 2014 thoughts. Oh yes, I found out about this show the morning of the show. That's good, isn't it? I thought it was next week. I knew that Payback was coming up, or I knew that there was a WWE pay-per-view coming up. I didn't know what the fuck it was called. But yeah, properly out of the loop. As you know, I went on holiday a couple of weeks ago. Before that, I haven't actually watched Raw since the middle of April. April the 15th, or 14th, sorry, I think was the last time I watched Raw. I'm keeping up with things, but, you know, I just haven't been asked. Wrestling's a tricky situation for me at the moment, because I don't have the time to watch a lot of wrestling. So when I choose to watch some wrestling, I want it to be entertaining, I want it to be good wrestling. So invariably I put a PWG show on and just sort of watch and giggle, and you know, that's nice. Or if I want something in the background, I watch Raw from 1998, because of course I've got them all on my computer, so I'll just put the next one on that I need to watch. So of course, you know, the next one I'll be watching is the day after Over the Edge, for example. I've got a Facebook page, that's what I say. A fan of mine has created a Facebook page for me, as well as a website. The links to both are in the description. So, we're live at the All-State Arena in Rosemont, which of course is in Chicago. Home of CM Punk. Home of 3 WrestleManias, 2, 13 and 22. As well as a boatload of pay-per-views, which include Backlash 2001, Judgment Day 2009, and of course Money in the Bank 2011, where nothing happened. Booker T, Kofi Kingston, and Alex Riley are on the pre-show, which is good for them. On the pre-show, El Torito defeated Hornswoggle in a hair versus mask match. Now, these two had a good or entertaining match at Extreme Rules, did they not? But this one, you know, didn't have the mini referees, for example. Didn't have the many commentators, so there was quite a bit of the comedy element taken out of it. And I was just starting to get into my stride, because you know they did an airplane spin, which led to some funny stuff. And you know, the ref, I can't remember. I think it was Torito kicking out, but if it's the horns were on me, kicking out, and Charles Robinson catching him and putting him back into the cover. That was funny. It was just starting to get interesting, and my stream died. So it's one of those. Right. It's going to be one of those nights, isn't it? When it came back, Booker T was telling Kofi Kingston that it was great, because he went, "I've got some breaking news," and he just, because of the way he stops, this massive CM Punk chant breaks out. So he sat there going, I thought it was CM Punk chants all around him in the background. Anyway, yeah, Kofi's going to face Bo Dallas tonight. On the pay-per-view itself, Sheamus defeated Cesaro in a decent opener to retain the United States Championship. It's a big Punk chant after Sheamus had come out, but Heyman puts him down, saying he's at the hockey and his team are going to lose their streak tonight, which naturally then segues into talking about WrestleMania, which is absolutely fantastic. Lovely back suplex by Cesaro. Nice uppercut when Sheamus went for a springboard shoulder tackle. 3 knee drops off Brett's rope for Sheamus. They look nice. Kicked out a big uppercut from Cesaro and got 2 off a really nice tilt-a-whirl slam. I noticed on the build-up package they used that. Is that something that Sheamus has added to his arsenal recently? When I used to do the No Mercy thing, my Flaming P character, if you remember, used the tilt-a-whirl driver as one of his pinning moves. I love the tilt-a-whirl slam. It's fucking gorgeous. I was well happy about that. Bro kick is counted into a German suplex for 2. Then the neutralizer is counted into white noise, which also gets 2. Spine buster, Texas clothesline by Sheamus, but Cesaro gets to the ropes. Really nice slam, gets 2 for Cesaro. He gets 18 swings. Now, I'm sure all of us in the YWC or the IWC have talked about how they're adding on spins. It looks like they start off and the fans are 1, 2, 3. And then it goes, like, they get to 3/4 of a turn, 4, 5, and it's like they get to half turns in the count. And it's like, do you guys not know how to count? It's you know, very weird. Anyway, and then a roll up by Sheamus gets the win. I enjoyed the match. Started slow, built to a really good finish, nice length, and the crowd were into everything. And Heyman yelling, "How dare you!" at Sheamus. The whole, "You dare to pin my client!" The sort of shit from Heyman was just fantastic. Rybaxl then defeated the Brotherhood in a boring match. Not really into this one. Not really much to say, to be honest. Goldust, your freaking peril, hits a nice sunset flip. Hot tag to Cody, hits a nasty looking moonsault. Could have been very, very nasty. Ryback throws Cody at Goldust, then gets 2 off the meat hook. Crossroads gets 2 for Cody. He goes for a disaster kick, which is counted into shell shock, which gets the win. This is a storyline advancement match, you know. It's what it is. It's if you liked it, good for you. I sort of didn't, so, you know, oh well. Cody is upset after the bell. Goldust tries to console him. Cody gets on the mic and says, brother, you need a better tag team partner than me. He then fucks off. And you're like, okay, so it looks like they're doing the Booker T Goldust breakup angle. The thing is, that didn't go anywhere, did it? If you remember, Booker T and Goldust were tag team partners, and they said, look, if we don't win this match, they had a rematch for the titles after they lost the Raw tag team titles, right? They said, if we don't win this match, we break up as a team, and that's that. And that's what they did. You know, it was just a nice split, and they went their separate ways and went and did other things. Now, you get the impression that's not what they're going to do here. You're expecting Cody's to do the one that I don't know. Bo Dallas versus Kofi Kingston never happened. Oh no, sorry, I'm talking about the wrong match, aren't I? I'm sorry. Alexander Rusev defeated Big E in a boring match. After Lana talked about how Russia has beaten the USA, not sure what, is that in the Olympics or something? I don't know. Big E came out waving Old Glory, and the Englishman even just goes, for fuck's sake. Against the desired United States, the USA, that's where I live, woohoo, USA rules. But soon died. It turned into a "We Want Ziggler" chant. So, yeah, fuck it, no one cares. Nice suplex by Big E, follows with a nice suicide dive spear combo thing. But it's, meh. Rusev comes out of the super kick, and the Accolade gets the win, which is nice. One good moment, rest was dull. Bo Dallas versus Kofi Kingston, there we go, said never happened. I don't have a clue here, because what happened is, right, they came out, right, and Bo got a promo talking about having the Bo leave, which is wonderful. And then Kane comes out. And the thing is, what I'm sat there, my missus is in the room with me while I'm watching this, and what I said is that as Kane comes out, the referee rings the bell. So I turn to Lisa, I'm like, well, I know what happens here. Kane chokeslams Kofi, and then Bo, because the bell rang, gets in and pins him. Happy days. But that didn't happen. You just got a chokeslam and a tombstone for Kofi, and then Bo gets on the mic and sort of stands over his fallen opponent and says, look, you'll come back from this, you'll bounce back better than ever. All you need to do is Bo leave. Fantastic. Bad news, Barrett defeating RVD in a meh match to retain the Intercontinental Championship. A couple of nice kicks. Like when Barrett tried to counter out the Rolling Thunder, so RVD super kicked him and then did it again. That was great, I really like that. 5-star misses. Bullhammer is countered into a roll-up for 2. Another Bullhammer hits the ring post. Stunning springboard DDT gets 2 for Rob Van Dam, but it's a third time lucky for the Bullhammer. Crowd didn't care. And the thing is, for me, in this one, is that, I like trying to suspend my disbelief as much as the next guy, but I think Van Dam's part-time schedule just means that there's no way they'll put titles on him. So when he goes into title match, you just go, already know who's going to win. Special foregone conclusion match, shall we say. We had the Stephanie McMahon, Brie Bella, and Daniel Bryan segment. This was great. Big CM Punk chant breaks out, and Stephanie puts the people in their place by saying, these people want you to quit like CM Punk did. I bet, 2 things. I bet inside she went, yeah, fuck you, Punk. But at the same time, it was the, everyone, my missus hates wrestling, but that was great. Anyway, so basically the choices here is if Daniel Bryan doesn't surrender the belt, Brie Bella's going to get fired. So Brie actually quits, so that nothing happens. And then, in another great little moment, she belts Stephanie McMahon, something fierce. This was a good segment. This also, I'm reliably told, because I'm kind of expecting like a match to come out of this, and it doesn't, I'm reliably informed that this is the first pay-per-view since Armageddon 2006 that hasn't had either a World Heavyweight title or a WWE Heavyweight Championship match. It hasn't got a Heavyweight Championship match on it. First one in, 8 years, apparently. I don't know if that's true. If you can let me know in the comments, I'm sure you will. John Cena defeating Bray Wyatt in a decent last man standing match. Usos come out to counteract with family. Both men's finishes don't get 10, because of course last man standing match. Brawl between the family and the Usos, get rid of them. They all go to the back, that's nice. Chair shots, both men. Suplex through a tail by Bray. Steps are brought in and used, then Cena throws them at Bray on the outside. And it's brilliant, I like that. It bothers me, the commentators try and tell you how much the steps weigh when they just don't. Brawling around the ringside, including more step shots and slams. Sam on the steps, sorry. Cena sells the ribs, but then for a couple of minutes. Then manages an AA on the outside. Family pick Bray up, but Usos come out before they can do any damage. Get swatted out of the way. Family get some tables out, and then we get a nice little moment where the Usos, one of the Usos spots Rowan sort of leaning on one of the tables, so he comes in and butt drops him essentially through a table. That didn't look great, but then a superplex by Harper off the top rope through 2 tables on the outside. That looked very, very good. I'll give you that one. Bray spears Cena through the barriers. AA through a box. He then puts another box on top of the box and gets the win. Match had a lot of the old seen it all before moments. There was not a great deal in this one that made you go, this is fantastic, this is innovative, never seen anything like this before. But what I will say is, I sat down and I actually wrote out on Twitter that I don't think last man standing match is the right rule to have it, but I deleted it because I thought, no. Let's just see. I think having the family and the Usos out there was a really nice little touch because it gave the match a little bit different, more of an element. I thought this was going to be quite boring, I've got to be honest. So yeah, I thought it was better than I was expected. It was much better than a cage match last month. But what, in one of those classic, you're a fucking idiot sort of thing on the commentators, both Michael Cole and JBL say that it's the greatest last man standing match they've ever seen. Now, that's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's just straight up ridiculous. First last man standing match that pops into your head. Let me know in the comments. Go. Jericho, Triple H, Fully Loaded 2000. Great match. 5-star match. That was a great match. This one wasn't. Paige then defeated Alicia Fox in a match to retain the Divas Championship. Fans liked this one that much they started chanting Adam Rose's theme in the middle of it. I don't know how I feel about that because it's one of those, yeah, come on, this match isn't bad. Don't be doing that. But at the same time, it means Adam Rose though, so that's good. I could hear them from the kitchen, is what I'll say, because I didn't watch them at the early part of this match. What I'll say is this, I thought Alicia Fox, who I've never really given any time to, I thought she looked decent there. Because she did an Northern Light suplex that was really nice. She put on a couple of submission moves, including a bow and arrow across the back stretch across the knee that looked really, really nice. She did a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker that was really nice. And I think the problem in this match was Paige, because she didn't sell anything at all. It's just like she took all this offense and then went click and put the Scorpion Crosslock on. I'm just like, right. That's that. So it's one of those, okay, that's weird. Because like I said, crowd didn't care in the slightest. I mean, you could have had a pin drop in this, but this match was in the death spot match, wasn't it? In between the main event and Cena versus Wyatt. Obviously, it was never going to get a great reaction, but it was just weird. But like I said, I didn't care about the crowd not caring. For me, this match was on Paige. She didn't sell anything and looked shit. And then in our main event, the Shield defeated Evolution in a good no-holds-barred elimination match. No idea why Batista is wearing those long-ass blue sleeves. They look very strange. Crowd were dead, as they care more about the hockey game that CM Punk is at. Fast tagged by the Shield is good. Matthew tweets, start a Blue Tista chant. And it's like almost as he clicked return. Blue Tista. Blue Tista, that's fucking power you can't buy. Ambrose's rebound lariat is nice. Spanish Taylor's prepped, but then Reigns is triple bombed through it by Evolution. Ambrose runs across the other table onto them, and then Rollins follows with a dive. They brawl up the entranceway with chair shots and nasty slams onto the chair by Batista on Ambrose, a pedigree for Rollins on the chair, leaving Reigns in the ring. Instead of doing the sensible thing and pinning him, Orton gets the steps and the kendo sticks, and they unload on the back of Reigns. Reigns just takes a whooping here. The welts on his back are really, really nasty. But he gets a Superman punch. No, it's a hope spot. It's cut off. More beatings following. Nothing though. Nothing pops the crowd. And you sat there like looking at the clock. It's 10 to 4 in the morning here, and you're like, why has no one been eliminated yet? That's quite a worry. The crowd finally pops when Rollins shrugs off the pedigree and dives off the stage onto everyone in a great looking spot. I'll give him that one. In the ring, Rollins comes off the top and eats a spear from Batista. He goes for the bomb but eats a spear from Reigns to eliminate him. RKO only gets 2. Dirty Deeds on a chair eliminates Orton, leaving the game. He eats a Superman punch and a spear but isn't pinned for some reason. Orton gives Hunter a sledgehammer, uses it on Ambrose, but the knee off the top by Rollins and a spear by Reigns gives the Shield a clean sweep victory. My fucking God. If I had done the prediction bid, I would have said that that the Shield would win this match, there'd be one man left. Okay? And it would go to a 2-on-1 match, and it'd be Reigns who, comes off the winner. I would never ever have predicted a clean sweep victory. Not once. Not once. Crowd are flat for 99% of this match. And what I'll say is I always try and say that the crowd makes such a difference in a match like this. So if the crowd have been hot for this one, you probably could have said it was a 4 or 5 star match. You could have quite probably... Not 5. It wasn't that good. But it was a decent match that was let down massively, massively by its crowd, I think. I think 2.5 stars, I think, would be good. I don't think it was as good as the match last time out. 3 decent matches is what I'll say. Sheamus and Cesaro, Evolution versus The Shield, and Cena versus Wyatt were good matches. Everything else is avoidable. So what I will say is I think it's a middle of the road pay-per-view. It's a 4-5 out of 10. I wouldn't want to rate it any higher than 5, is what I'll say. But what did you think of WWE Payback? I would love to know down below. I might not have to reply to them all, but I read every single comment. Also, can I just say I wanted to thank all of you guys. I had 14,000 views in May, which is fucking awesome, especially when you consider I didn't make vids for 2 weeks of the month. I've got a jam-packed month for you in June. Going to be reviewing Raw every week, and of course I've got King of the Ring 1998, and I've got Bad Blood 2004, so 2 Hell in a Cell matches for me, hooray. Check out my Facebook page down below, it's where you can get all the updates about me. Also follow me on Twitter if you so desire. I do live tweet during WWE shows, and yeah, 5 out of 10 for me. What did you think of Payback? Please let me know down below. I've been Mark P, I'll be back tomorrow with a Raw review. Take it easy, guys.